This is RNN. My name's Jet Likings.
And I'm Vic Morano. Let us redirect you into the automotive YouTube world.
Well, Vic, if that thumbnail wasn't clickbait, I don't know what is.
Well, Jet, it's not totally clickbait. In this episode, we do have stripped and exposed supercars.
Mondi's deleted.
DDE getting a Urus.
Whistling V10.
Updated Model S.
Let's go. Starting off this week's news is Mondi. Now, Mondi has been MIA for a couple weeks. We have seen him briefly on a royalty video and Instagram, but that's about it. What's stranger is that he has deleted several videos from his channel, including both RX-7 giveaway videos, the RWB vs GT3 RS time attack videos, and others. What is going on here? We didn't notice any copyright infringements. Why would Mondi delete select videos?
Lotus has confirmed they will start building a new sports car in late 2021. Internally, they are calling it the Model Type 131. This is classed above the Evora and a successor to the Esprit. It will use an updated Toyota V6 engine, but will include an electric motor. Also, the Elise, Exige, and Evora are in their final year of production.
In other news, Vehicle Versions has released an update video on January 22nd. This is a quick vlog with Parker giving an explanation from inside a car. Basically, he explains that he suffers from severe anxiety and depression, and he wasn't dealing with it properly. He also ditched his medication and even mixed it with recreational drugs. Now, he apologizes to his subscribers and community members and says he apologizes from the bottom of his heart. He has spent some time with his family and improving his mental health, and that he promises that the old Parker will be coming back and that the old Vehicle Virgins will be back soon. In other breaking news, we head over to Master P. That's right, Master P is partnering up with a former Tesla engineer to develop the first Black-owned, US-based supercar company called Treon Supercars. The former Tesla engineer Richard Patterson will take on the role as CEO, as he has tons of technical experience, including designing airplane landing gears and even folding seat systems for Chryslers. In addition, they might even develop larger SUVs. All I can say is, nah.
Tesla has announced the new redesign of the Model S. They've updated the exterior and interior, adding a half steering wheel that kind of looks like an airplane yoke. The Model S hasn't just changed aesthetically though. There will be a new powertrain option, giving the Model S a 520-mile range and a 0 to 60 time under 2 seconds. Tesla anticipates this being available in March of 2021.
Let's kick off this week's YouTube news with daily driven exotics and the first of the exposed supercars this week. On Friday, we get the first drive in the Chiron Sport. Raymond takes delivery of the Chiron at Lamborghini of Vancouver. Now, it comes with a delivery kit with a key box to start the thing. And obviously, the previous key that we saw in the previous video was a delivery or a valet key. It's also unclear what came in this large box. It looked empty. If you know, please drop us a comment. Raymond takes it out, the turbos and the blow-off valves, they just sound amazing. And as much as Raymond was trying to hide it, he seems super excited. Now on Sunday, we get to the straight pipe bumper delete 720S video. To start it off, the Z-Tune parts for the R34, including the fenders and the front bumper, have arrived. And now they take the Ford Lightning to go pick it up. It is super fast and the furious. Damon also explains that they will do an exhaust in addition to the bumper and the fenders, but they won't be opening up the RB26 power plant anytime soon. They then go see the 720. It has the rear end removed for the exhaust, so Damon takes it out for a rip. Talking about leaving the rear end off, it actually looks pretty good. We'll see if Damon leaves it off. Now we get into Tuesday's episode, which is the Aperta episode. Now XComp tires are now available to the public. It might be perfect timing because as we've heard, anything over a 305 tire size is actually pretty tough to get now because of COVID. Now, they take the Aperta out into the freezing cold Canadian winter. Damon says it's really not that bad with a heavy jacket and the heat on the feet. We also learned that a possible new DDE car is hiding in the new August V2 dealership. The camera then pans to Matt's Urus. Then Damon asks if they need a Urus on the channel. Now others, including Life of Palos, have picked up on the SVJ comment that Matt August already got them an SVJ. Here at RNN, we think the opposite. We think that DDE has a the Urus sitting in that dealership.
On to Stradman. Strad with only one video this week. He takes his fully stripped Aventador Roadster for a rip. I mean, this thing is completely naked. No body panels, no taillights. He just duct tapes on his license plate and he sends it. He gets some sweet rollers and even has Burlacker take it through the McDonald's drive-thru. He throws in a like challenge that if this video gets 165,412 likes, he will have a spin class in the snow with his fully torn down Aventador. He caps this one off with a Bronco update. He has locked in the order and anticipates taking delivery summer 2021.
Let's whistle on over to Sheepey Race. This is the Whistling Diesel 1400 horsepower R8 episode. Now, Alex gives us an intro that he has taken 2 weeks off of work, and that explains the lack of videos. He then gives us an update that the stock engine, stock gear cars will now do low threes in the 60 to 130. That is impressive. He then calls out people and other companies that used to work at Sheepey saying that they can't build fast cars. Now, this is kind of comical. He shows quick clips of what looks like 316 speed cars, and Alex is pretty serious here. He's not really joking around like he previously has. He explains that it still takes development rather than buying parts off the shelf, and that anybody can buy a Motec kit, some turbos, and slap them on an R8 and call it a day. But this is why I love Sheepey Race. They continue to make their cars faster and better, and Alex is just generally super motivating. Maybe we need a Sheepey versus 316 race, hard parts to hard parts, and see how it goes. They then give us an update that they'll be sending 2 cars to Texas 2K, rocking brand new billet blocks. They're currently cutting these blocks as we speak. There's also going to be a new SR2 giveaway coming soon, which will include an R8 with a stage 1 kit. And actually in this video, it shows them building it. They leave off with dynoing Whistling Diesel's car. I cannot wait to see that guy behind this R8 with 1400 horsepower.
Moving on over to Street Speed 717, Mike just delivering more TRX carnage. He starts this one off by cutting his mufflers off with a Sawzall. He then decides to drive over a Dodge Intrepid and a Passat. I mean, if your truck looks like a monster truck, you might as well treat it like one. So he drives over both cars, crushing them completely. He does it multiple times, and in doing so, he overheats his four-wheel drive system. He loses power in his front wheels. He gives it some time to cool off, and it seems like it's fine. But Mike is a man of his word, and if you guys stayed and watched the last 30 seconds of the video, you would see that Ladesh has a gas can and is actually lighting the TRX on fire. You can briefly see a fire in the bed, a fire on the hood, and it looks like they're spraying the side of it with gasoline. I mean, this guy is crazy. Monday's video, Mike links up with Tall Guy Car Reviews, who actually just purchased his own TRX. They go have some fun in the mud. They do a couple drag races, and Street Speed's TRX actually smokes Tall Guy's TRX. This just proves that those 44-inch mud tires make a huge difference off-road. Later on, Mike picks up his highlighter yellow C8 Corvette, and yes, it is confirmed that this is the next giveaway car.
In other news, Royalty Exotics had a Lamborghini stolen. That's right, this is a repo episode. They go and pick up a Lamborghini at the Bellagio. They find out that the Lamborghini has had its drive unit ripped out of the car, aka the center console is missing. Now, the thing still starts and goes into gear. However, this happened right in front of the valet stand. How did this happen? However, if you fast forward to 5 minutes and 49 seconds in this video, Houston gives a quick glimpse of something we weren't supposed to see. It looked like car parts. What is Houston doing behind the scenes? If you know, drop us a comment. Anyways, we get a Diablo update to wrap up this episode. The exterior has actually come out great from his detail shop, and the interior is really coming together.
On to TjHunt. Friday's video, mostly a house vlog. TJ and Sabrina have completely moved into their new house, and we get a room-to-room tour of the semi-furnished home. Sunday's video, TJ installs an essential $1,000 mod to his Huracan, a cup holder. And on Tuesday, because TJ is not familiar with old cars, he hits up his buddy Oscar to check out a 1965 Mustang Fastback. Apparently a Fastback is one of his dream cars, and he actually ends up buying it for $39,000. Pretty cool to see him step outside of his comfort zone and buy an old car. Drop in the comments what you guys think. Does he mod it or leave it stock?
Over to Rich Rebuilds for his weekly episode, and this one is the V8 Tesla update. Now, as a reminder, Rich is sticking an LS motor, LS V8, into a Tesla Model S. They give us an interior update. Basically, the transmission is mocked up. It shows how the tunnel needs to be fabbed and where they cut the original chassis. They actually have the clutch pedal installed already. However, they're still trying to figure out the shifter mounting location as it's too close to the Tesla screen. They then give us a wiring update and how they'll marry the two systems. They plan to use a standalone for the LS motor and run a Tesla ECU for the rest of the body control modules. Anyways, this is a super techie episode. If you're a techie type of person, this one's for you. Next episode, they promise they're going to tie everything together.
Donut Media with 5 videos this week. What's going on with European car commercials? Pop up and down headlight song. Who keeps ditching supercars in the desert? What exactly is race tuning? And is an angle kit worth it?
Emelia Hartford with one video this week, and it's the Buying the Surprise Daily and Taking Delivery episode. Now, she says for the past couple of weeks, she's been super busy, and we will see pretty soon what's been happening behind the scenes. She starts off at Matt Farah's garage looking at cars, giving teasers on what she's going to be buying. She ends up buying Sandy's Crown Vic at the end of the episode. He needed the money, so he was selling it anyways, and obviously Emelia needed a new daily. However, she explained that she already has 2 turbos for this thing that she was about to give Sandy, so get ready for a twin turbo Crown Vic coming soon. Hoovie's Garage with 2 episodes this week. On Friday, selling 2 terrible cars. On Wednesday, a Diablo that has a sticky surprise. Vinwiki with only 5 episodes this week. Thursday, the Saline S7 that is the worst rental car ever. Friday, an exotic car rally scam. Monday, a 6-year hunt for a BMW M1. Tuesday, the first to get a ticket challenge. And Wednesday, Indy's Forgotten Speed Demon. Before we wrap, we want to take it to a Redline Army submission. This week we have Green Mile 60 Wagon with his 1960 Chevy Parkwood Daily Driver. This thing is powered by a turbo 6.0 LS V8 and makes around 625 horsepower.
Do you want to be featured on next week's video? Send us your clip at redlinenewsnetwork@gmail.com.
Well, folks, that brings us to about Redline this week. Hopefully we weren't too exposed with you.
Come back every Friday for new episodes. And if you want to join the Redline Army, hit that subscribe button.
Until next time, keep it at Redline.